It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinosaurus.
Hello there, and welcome to the Don't Make It Weird podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Daniel Quigley, and we are your storytelling comedy podcast for the writing community, by the writing community, and guys, we're back. And it feels good to be back because I missed you all. I missed you all just a little bit. I love you guys, but you know who I love more? The people who you're really here to see, and that's my co-host, the crunchy caramel chameleon, who is the Call of Chaos, Dinosaurus!
I love when you get too excited.
Oh, yeah. How's that karma feel, Dina? How's that karma feel, buddy?
I love when you get too excited and you forget where you are in your script.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just going to go without a background today.
Yeah, no, just...
Or half of one. We'll leave it like this.
Yeah. Well,
okay, bye.
That's perfect. Great episode, everyone. Another good one.
Whatever. We're back to like the OG background. It's fine. I don't want to get up and fix
the
it.
OG. That's just a wall. Yeah, no, it's fine. The good news is your hair looks fabulous, Dina.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It'll show up better on the background. You know, rice, aspirin, honey, gelatin,
vodka,
and some oil, and right. Yeah, I said rice already. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, no, that's perfect. Do you think that would work for my hair, Dina?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do that next time we're
together.
together.
Whose hair, who might need some hair tips, and that's our guest this week because we are so excited to have a fantasy author, an actor, a gamer, a former journalist, and a co-host on the What the Book podcast. He also describes himself as a runner, a Star Wars nut, and a Halloween fanatic. You can find his fantasy series Forgotten Years on Amazon right now. Sean R. Frazier, welcome to the show, buddy.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right, so they told you ahead of time this is a serious podcast. We're not making jokes. We're here to be serious.
Yeah, me with my dinosaur armor blanket.
Yeah.
We're
Dina,
serious.
Get this dinosaur out of here, Dina. God.
No, I'm serious.
What is this, like a fly-by-night production? Jesus.
Listen, we're pretty sure that...
this movie production.
Aw, now I'm thinking about Becca's movie.
Me too. Run,
so, all right.
run. Sorry.
Sean, before we get further, because it says that you're an actor here, and I need to know, do you have any C-list movies that... I don't want to hear about good movies that you've been in. I need to know, do you have any C-list movies that we can just pull up a promo for right now?
I'm really not entirely sure I've been in any good movies. I've only actually been in one.
I love that for you.
It's Pandemic Breakdown.
Get it right now.
Sean, to the Google machine. Other Sean. Not you, Sean, get back here.
Sorry.
Sean.
Scott, to the Google machine.
For the rest of this episode, we're just going to call him Scott because Dina just wants me to fail miserably today.
I've got it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, perfect.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How great is this trailer?
I play the hitman, who is kind of a doofus. So
I relate.
I've always wanted to be a hitman.
Oh my god, yes.
I mean, act as a hitman.
He had money and beautiful women.
Oh wait, it's muted. Let me.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're starting for tonight. Do you want me to come with the Ferrari or the Bentley?
I hate my boss. He fired me during the worst pandemic in modern history.
I hear from Susan at William Morris.
That is my phone, by the way.
Oh my god.
What was this?
And my
movie
voice.
magic.
I heard that Mark owns the largest
And my Nerf dart
of mermaid socks outside of Europe.
But he spends so much money.
He bought his dolphin a diamond tennis bracelet.
Anyways, this guy Mark just all of a sudden started showing up out of the blue.
She has like a ton of skate decks on her wall.
The job out to a nice American
How did you get a whole British cast?
Friendly henchman.
Do you remember my former boss, Raquel?
It was filmed at Westwood Studios in London.
She does have lactose intolerance, but she didn't really die, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know about from Long Island.
I'm from Long Island. My
There I
guy
am.
filmed Southern California.
I'm so here for this.
Oh my god, your skills.
Turns out, no, I'm just getting buff.
No, I'm not crying. You're crying. I was reading a romance book in that scene, by the way.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
It's me, Mark.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so... Okay, our movie night after we have Becca's movie night, we're watching that.
Fuck yeah. Okay, again, how did you get an entire British cast that you're the only non-British guy in the film?
So the lady, the last lady in there who said she was from Long Island, she's not British.
No.
But that's
that wasn't a Long Island accent.
I couldn't tell.
Well, you know what? We have a movie expert here, and I don't know if you know this, but we got a third member of our team, and guys, call on Sean, call him. Call on Sean, call him. Call on Sean, call him. He's still the same snack that he's always been. So call on Sean, call on producer Sean. What's up, buddy?
He's speechless.
I hate that that's in my head now. You did that on purpose. That yes, often doesn't happen when you do this, and now it is. You did it. You're a parasite in my brain now.
Yep, that's gonna be the song of the show now. Is just
excellent.
Call on me, call. You know what we could? That could be our party button today, Sean.
No.
Party button isn't a thing
Nobody likes
anymore.
The party button. Nobody uses the party button.
Listen, we have a guest. It should be up to him, Sean. Guest Sean. Okay. We
you
have a
called him
tradition
Scott. He ain't gonna do shit for you.
I didn't call him Scott. Not to his face, anyways. Yet.
Yeah, but we tattled.
Yet.
Yeah, that's fair. Yet is the key. So we have a segment on the show, and you have to understand most of the segments that I really love on this show, everyone else hates. And so it's the party button, and you, as our guest, have the power. Okay, and anytime you say, you know what, I feel like dancing, man. You know, just no girls, no drama. I just want to dance today. You just say, producer Sean, hit the party button, and we're just gonna dance. Okay, you have that power. This can be you.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, no, that's not a very firm commitment. That's not a firm commitment.
Just put it in your back pocket. Yeah, back pocket. There you go.
Yeah. Just gonna take it and.
Well, I had hope for you, buddy.
What if I just scream party button at some point?
Yes, that would be even better. I'm in.
That sounded like my dinosaur call, basically.
Oh,
so
yeah, you know what? While we're here, could you do a Velociraptor call, Sean?
Yeah, hang on.
Wait, does he have to?
Yeah,
prep?
Velociraptor, are you there?
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay.
I hate this.
Nice. Nice.
Ignore this younger. What generation are you in? Like generation like. What generation are you, Dina?
Z?
I'm a millennial.
No,
you're not. No.
I am a millennial.
No,
I will fight on this hill. I will die on this sword.
No, you are.
I swear to God, I'm living in a Mandela effect because they changed the dates of what my generation cutoff was. I'm a fucking millennial.
Well, they just
I
moved
googled
the
it when Google was
goalposts.
first invented, guys, and
You weren't born when Google was first invented, Dina.
I'm older than Google.
Sean, can you back this up?
I don't think so.
I'm older than Google. Fuck you.
Google was back in like 2001, I think.
Dina was founded in 1997.
Yeah.
Google was founded in 1998. So Dina's right.
Oh!
Barely.
I'm a millennial.
Okay.
Wow.
Fuck you. I thought you were an elder Zoomer this whole time. I'll give it to you.
Living on a high, guys.
You know what? We haven't even started drinking yet in this show, but God, I feel like it's going to be a lot of drinks today. Sean, what are we playing today, bud? What are we doing?
As per usual, we got our normal drinking games. We have Buffalo Rules, which means everyone here is drinking with their offhand, as in their non-dominant hand, and everyone here is right-handed. So everyone here is drinking with their left hand. If you catch any of us drinking with our right hand, let us know at DMIW Podcast on Twitter. In the meantime, we will try to catch each other as well, but we're not very good at it. So,
but here's a hint: is that we all are drinking with our ring, the hand that has our wedding rings on. Sean.
Well,
oh yeah,
all of us except one.
Why are you gonna call me out like that?
Oh, Dina, where's your wedding band, Dina?
I forgot it in the other room, and I just don't want to go get it.
Oh, okay.
I can use a ponytail holder.
That's perfect. Anyway, if you get buffaloed, if someone calls buffalo on you, you have to finish your drink. If you call buffalo on someone and it's an incorrect call, You have to finish your drink for calling a bad buffalo. That's a reverse buffalo.
Bad buffalo.
A bad buffalo. Anyway, yeah, that's the buffalo sound effect. And if you hear this buzzer, that means someone has said one of our various buzzwords, and that also triggers a drink.
Perfect. And you know what? Sean, you seem like a hell of a storyteller, my man. And I heard you have a little story for us in Storytime later. So why don't you give the audience a little shock paddle to the testicles? Give them a little tickle, if you will.
Oh my god.
First of all, the shock paddles just came back into play. That's good.
Yep. Tickle a pickle.
So I'm up. I'm not even sure I can tell a story.
Yeah, it sounds like you just got a shock paddle to testicles now.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. So there was a time, this will be my teaser, there was a time when, I'm a Halloween freak here, when my wife beat me at my own game of decorating the yard for Halloween.
Yep. And so we're going to check out the time that his wife beat him. So we're excited about that.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, and before we get started, we always like to have a little warm up here, break the ice. And Sean, what game are we playing today, man?
Man, I was super excited to find out that Sean is a huge Star Wars fan. So for
Jar Jar
today,
Binks fan.
Star Wars fan. So for today, we're gonna play Would You Rather Star Wars Edition, and I found this list of Star Wars related Would You Rather questions at a website called ShakeJump.com. Link will be in the description for those of you who want to see this list. I'm just gonna pick these at random. What?
Tina, what?
Well, all of a sudden she just exploded.
I just went through like a whole mind map of a Would You Rather Star Wars.
Okay, hold on. I need to. Let's do this, Sean. Sean, cue the mind map.
Oh my god, Dina's mind map.
Mind map.
So, okay, I was like, what could the possibilities for like a Would You Rather Star Wars be? And I was like, oh, what if somebody is like, would you rather Darth Vader or like something? And like my brain didn't complete that thought because I was like, oh, Darth Vader, I could make a really funny joke about joking.
Oh.
And then I was like, no, that's inappropriate. My mom watches the show. And then I just started laughing. So here we are.
That has never stopped you before.
Yeah, that's absolutely never stopped you. But
so
Dina's
it all comes out in editing.
Beautiful place, and I appreciate you sharing your journey with us, Dina.
You're welcome.
All right then. So I've got this list of Star Wars related Would You Rather questions, and we're gonna start with a softball here. And Sean, since you're our guest, we'll go with you first, buddy. So here you go. Would you rather be a member of the Rebel Alliance or the Galactic Empire?
Rebel Alliance.
Walk us through it.
I'm Rebel Scum.
Yeah.
I'm Rebel Scum. Yeah. Plus, they have cooler ships. First of all,
yeah.
I mean, if you look at the Empire's ships, they don't even have shields most of the time because they're all expendable and they can't hit crap anyways. I mean, they're just firing blasters everywhere and they don't hit a damn thing. But the Rebels they've got cool ships. Yeah. I mean, that's it. No, the ships do it.
That's fair. Dina, what about you? Are you Rebel Scum or are you part of the Empire?
Absolutely, Rebel Scum.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Oh, I have to like explain it?
Yeah.
You just went through a whole thing. First of all, I
she
just like
just
being a rebel.
Ditto.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah, what he said.
I just want to be labeled a rebel. But also, no, I just like, I don't know. Why would you want to be part of the Empire? They suck.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
They might have a good health plan.
Seen them shoot? Like
the benefits are quite good, I hear, but there is also the workplace hazard of being choked to death for a minor mistake.
Is that a hazard?
Yeah.
Dina!
Oh,
See,
yes.
I'm still on the same mind map.
Dina!
You're welcome.
And that sets the tone.
Dina's mind map.
Dina's mind map. So listen, I would love to say that I'm Rebel Scum because I support the Rebels. I would want to be part of that. But
You're fucking cheap.
Yes, as producer Sean would tell you, I'm very weak-willed, easily prone to peer pressure and influence, and I just feel like, if I was on some backwoods planet and the Empire's like, hey man, come on in, we can be part of the janitorial staff for the Death Star, I'd be like, that's a good deal.
I mean, do you even know what they pay though? Like,
I assume food and housing is taken care of. There's no homeless people on the Death Star.
I imagine the Rebel Alliance is a non-profit organization and no one's getting paid. So
I just like to fight the power, man.
I mean, same, but again, I'm weak-willed. I wouldn't know that I'm part of the power until it's too late, you know? So
it's true.
Yeah.
Question everything.
Flat Earth. Especially why there's a creature in the trash compactor. Who put that there?
Yeah, we can talk about that for a while. Like, what the fuck?
Like, seriously, you have a planet-destroying ship, like a big testicle floating through the air. It can blow up planets, and you can't secure your damn garbage.
I mean, it might be part of a diversity initiative. Maybe a diversity initiative. They're like, hey, listen, this creature needs
Maybe they're helping it.
Yeah. Shit.
That's true. It could be like a sentient race, and they're like, okay, you eat garbage. It's like a space raccoon. You eat garbage. You just
so I want to be on the side of the space raccoon.
Tentacled space trash panda.
Yeah, it's not a cute space raccoon. It's not cute.
No.
It's not like Guardians. Oh shit! What's his name?
No. Rocket.
Who's the? Oh fuck.
Yeah, Rocket.
Who's the raccoon?
Rocket.
Rocket. Yep.
Rocket.
Okay.
Listen, you are surrounded by nerds right now, Dina. We got you on any of these questions.
I love this. Okay.
All right. So, kind of a similar vein here, but we're gonna reach to another franchise for this one. Would you rather be a Jedi Knight or a wizard in the Harry Potter universe?
Wizard. I almost said Smash because I was like Smash or Pass. Wizard.
We're not doing Smash or Pass.
Wizard all the way, yo.
But they can't choke you out like Daddy Vader could.
To be honest, you'd be surprised what you can do with oh my god, why is my brain blinking? What's that's the one of the three forbidden
The Cruciatus curse.
Yeah.
You want the Imperious one that lets you control someone else.
Choke yourself. You can choke yourself. Choke yourself.
You got to be careful with that.
A whole new level of autoerotic asphyxiation.
I'm gonna go with Dina. I would say wizard because they can have sex.
Yeah. Well, okay. Hold on, Sean. You know the answer to this. Tell the folks. Tell them.
So, Jedi are not actually forbidden from having sex. They're forbidden from having emotional attachment,
relationships. Yeah.
So, as long as you can have sex without emotional
attachment, you don't catch any feelings.
Yeah. They're just hoes. They just sleep around. Jedi just
they're space hoes.
They just sleep around. Oh, I dig your lightsaber, big boy.
Yeah, see? Attachment turned, Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader. So there's a reason.
You've just been willing to smash and pass.
I love that journey for him. Yeah. I kind of relate.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm going to have to go different from the group here and say Star Wars because I would lose my wand. If I was a wizard and given a wand, I would lose it.
Okay, but you could also lose your lightsaber.
Sit on it.
Yeah, I can lose the lightsaber, but I can just force fucking grab it back. I can still do magical shit without my lightsaber, Like, I'm not, neutered at that point.
You're assuming that you're...
Yeah, you're going to drop your lightsaber, though, and it's going to drop all the way through every level of the ship.
I wonder if you can do a summoning spell without your wand, because, the greatest wizards or whatever don't have to use a wand. So,
yeah, I
wonder if you, lose your...
You're really overestimating Daniel's abilities here.
Yeah.
Okay, but I would be, so...
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm very confident
basically
in that.
be a janitor.
That's fair. No, I'm with you.
I would like to point out that the prevailing retcon that Miss I'm not going to speak her name did was before they had plumbing, wizards just crapped where they wanted and then magic did away.
Then call me a wizard, baby. Fuck Star Wars.
Okay,
I'm going to the Harry Potter universe.
So yeah, you're just like sitting there talking. You're like, hang on, Expelliarmus, and it just
in mid conversation with your friends. That's,
I love that.
That's fantastic.
Yep. Like, why did they bother with plumbing at that point, though? They just
Because how else? What's an alternative to flu powder? You have to have plumbing.
Yeah.
You got to flush yourself.
Well, yeah, that's the least fancy of ways to transport yourself.
I think this starts a whole debate of whether or not wizards poop in a toilet at all. I think that could be a whole discussion.
Maybe they just have poop rooms. Like, hey, listen, this is just our poop room over here.
They have a poop closet where they walk in, shit their pants, and then make it disappear, and then walk out.
So, speaking of poop closets.
No, wait. How is this a transition, Dina. This worries me that this is a transition for you.
when we bought this house, I had never had I'd never been in a master bedroom myself, but I had also never had like a big bathroom, and I had especially never had one of those bathrooms where the toilet is in a separate room. And I embarrassed myself because I got really excited in front of the realtor, and I was like, "Oh my god, it has a poop closet!"
I mean, that's exactly what it is.
That is, you're not wrong.
Call it what it is. You're not bathing in there. You are not bathing in there.
It's for business. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about a poop closet now the rest of the show.
Let's do a couple more, you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Smash.
this is an interesting one. Kind of similar, but I'm interested to know what you guys think.
Pass.
Would you rather have a real working lightsaber or a Pokemon companion of your choice?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, I need a Pokemon.
Fuck. Sean, what do you got, buddy?
Do we get to choose which Pokemon?
Any of the 7,000 available Pokemon.
Yeah. But you only get one though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man,
that's tough. Like, I'm gonna go with lightsaber
really
because
wanna
I
mind
can't train a freaking Pokemon worth of shit. I'm gonna be like, what was your name again? And they say their name over and over again. I'm gonna be like, what the hell was that?
Damn it, Snorlax.
What's your, what the hell? There's gonna be a Magikarp like just flopping around on the floor because I forgot to put it in water. I'm gonna eat it. I'll be like, hey, fish. And then there goes my Pokemon.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need a Pokemon, yo.
I'd go with a lightsaber. I could really
get that Pokemon to do anything that I wanted. Like, it could commit murder, and you couldn't charge me for it because the Pokemon did it. And you're never gonna find the Pokemon because I'm gonna hide it.
Oh. So, yeah, that's fair. No,
that got dark.
Dark. I was gonna hope that maybe you're gonna have like Lucario choke you out there too, like just really continue the theme.
Oh my god, no!
Just continue the theme.
I was thinking like you could have like, doesn't Squirtle shoot water?
No.
Does
Squirtle
that
squirt?
Like you could. That's
Squirt?
Where
you
going
could
with
just
this?
bathe.
Where are you going with this?
Well, you could just bathe.
Just have a bath
You
anywhere.
couldn't kill anyone, but you take a shower.
Yeah, Dina, get your mind out of the gutter.
You're like shaking Squirtle up above you to get him. It's like
as you're sitting there in your poop closet, you're like, Squirtle, can you be my bidet real quick?
I was about to say it could be like a poop closet.
Really goes hand in hand with the Harry Potter.
Another mind map. Another mind map. When he was saying Squirtle, wait, no, I lost it. Oh, I was thinking about the poop closet still when he said Squirtle. So I was like, oh my god, it's your personal bidet.
it is. Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's what you. Okay,
Yep.
Exactly.
All right, well,
Meanwhile,
when you said
Squirtle
this isn't a bidet.
I
where
yelled
you
bidet.
shit out of?
I yelled bidet. We can check the tape.
No. Yeah, he did.
Oh, did you?
Meanwhile,
I ignored
Squirtle
you.
is hiding, like Squirtle's hiding and cowering in the farthest reach of the. He's like, "Don't make me do it again! Don't make me do it again!"
He's like, "You son of a bitch! You had cheese again, didn't you?"
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. This one.
It's not getting any better.
I haven't
from here.
answered yet, but the answer is absolutely Pokemon.
I already know your answer.
Yeah. Which Pokemon am I picking, Sean?
Mr. Mime, probably.
God damn it, you know me too well.
Instant entertainment and tomfoolery. All right, this one.
Friends randomly running into invisible walls for no reason.
This one's for Daniel, because I know it's going to be really tough for you to answer, buddy. But
yeah,
I do want Sean to answer first, but just know that I had you in mind when I selected this one, buddy.
I appreciate you, Ben. I appreciate that.
Would you rather look like Jar Jar Binks from the neck up, or keep your current look and talk like Jar Jar Binks forever?
Pass. I'm gonna go with talk because I can shut up. I can just not say.
You can just mime it out at that point.
Just never talk again.
Yeah. I mean, it would be hard, but I don't want to look like that bastard.
Dina, what do you think, bud?
I'm gonna go with talk too.
So no talking. All right.
She would just never talk again.
Yeah, obviously I choose Jar
Verbally,
Jar's head because
anyway.
that's the best looking character in all of Star Wars universes. So, yeah, 100%. Just out here looking like Jar Jar Binks. I'm in.
Danielle, I have a question for you. Are you sexually attracted to Jar Jar?
Are you not?
Do you need to ask him that?
No.
Yeah, what?
No, but I need like a real answer
So,
because
hold
you
on.
concern me sometimes with how you talk to him.
It's
Or talk
It's
about
been
him.
like
No,
a
I
year and a
talked to him.
half, and you need to ask him that now.
Yeah,
You know the
I think
answer.
you know the answer.
I
know the
need
answer
to
to that
know
question.
if he's sexually attracted to Jar Jar.
Dina, I
Yes.
think you know the
Because this
answer.
is going to change a lot.
Dina, I think you know. I
It
think
sounds
you know
like
the answer.
yes.
See, you're fucking with me, and I know I need you to be fucking with me.
I think just search your feelings, Dina. You know it to be true.
You know it to be
Let's just say he would be fucking with you if you had Jar Jar's head.
Oh my god. I hate it here.
Just put it on my wife's head, baby. You've never looked hotter.
Excellent.
The mask stays on during sex.
Talk dirty to me.
lights
Talk
on,
dirty to
baby.
me, Jar Jar, baby.
Oh god.
I'm so sorry, Dina.
Me so
This
bad.
never actually went off the rails because there weren't any rails to go
there was
off.
never rails at
Very
any point in
true.
time. We built a train
There's
with
no
no
guidelines
rails.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Was that our last one, Sean?
pretty much.
It's a magnetic train, but the world is magnetic.
How do those work?
Dina's mine, man.
Dina's mine now.
This has been Would You Rather Star Wars Edition.
That's it?
Yeah. Dina, look at the time. The episode's over.
Oh shit. All right, bye.
We're not even talking about Sean's book anymore, man. I'm sorry. The Call of Chaos, The Forgotten Years. It's just we ran out of time. Yeah. Just check it out on Amazon, guys. Yeah.
It's understandable.
I mean, it's, Kirill, doesn't matter. It's fine. He'll be there. He'll be here for you. Yeah.
Yeah. The words are still there.
All right.
They ain't going
So,
anywhere.
guys, we got a little tease. We got a little sexy with choking and Jar Jar. But now it's time for a story. You see, we're all about storytelling here, and as such, we try to share a fun story each week. So without further ado,
it's story time with Sean.
That was impressive.
High production value here. Like I said.
All right.
Yeah.
Mega high. All right. So, as I said, I am a Halloween nut. I start thinking about Halloween in June, maybe, May. I actually pre-ordered a 12-foot skeleton in April. So, he's out in the yard right now. And I will tell you that he has a button on his ass. And it turns him on.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, every year I try to sneak.
Sorry, Tina's face.
This is, yeah. She's like, let me out of here.
I need another female co-host.
What have I done? Mistakes were made.
Somebody get Tom back.
She has a thing for redheads. I'm sorry.
I love him.
Every year, I sneak Halloween decorations out in the house early, sometimes in August, sometimes in July, and my wife finds them and sends me nasty messages, usually saying like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, "No, I'm dead serious. Wait, what did I do?" But, and then I grow the beard though. She likes this rich white graying garbage that's on
silver
my
fox.
face.
Yeah, I'm with
so it's like the white stuff here moves around. It used to be like out here, and
it just
it's weird.
transmogrified.
So I was trying to do the Doctor Strange like beard look, but it's not working out. So I usually put decorations out 1st of October, and then I grow the beard, and it goes. But sometimes I put them out early, and we don't ever have Christmas decorations. And since I am in charge of Halloween decorations, I'm like, you do Christmas. I don't care, whatever. So one year, a couple years ago, she got this big lit up deer. I was gonna say lit deer, but it is not smoking the doobies.
No marijuana
So,
cigarettes.
just saying.
We do not believe in mouth drugs or drugs of any kind. Only suppositories.
Right.
Only nose ones.
Only nose ones. It's the nose ones and the shock paddles. So she bought this deer, and I put it out there, and it was just this deer, like this one deer sitting in the front yard. That's it. And I'm like, well, that's pathetic. So I started fucking with it. I got googly eyes and I put like 6 of them on. And I gave it like an eye patch. And then I put
6 eyes.
Yeah, over one of them. Over one of them, yes. And then I put like a cape on it. And I was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. Well, that was tame though. I'm like, this, no one's gonna see this, right? So I started taking my skeletons from Halloween and putting them out, like eating the deer and trying to push it over and doing all sorts of bad shit to it. And so, of course, I got the eye roll every day because I'd move them around, I'd do different stuff, you know. So last year she suggests, hey, you know what? Our wedding anniversary is around Halloween. She's like, let's go away for just a night and we'll, you know, watch a horror movie or do what, you know, whatever. I'm like, okay. So we leave. We come back the next morning. And there is Christmas shit in my Halloween decorations.
Oh, no. She was out there praying to Sky Daddy?
She enlisted my daughter and her boyfriend.
The audacity. You told them
so there are like
to see
Christmas
anymore,
gifts
right?
and
like that ended.
He disappeared. It's no big deal though. He's with Pikachu somewhere. So I mean, it was hilarious. I thought it was great. She got me. She planned it out. She ordered them all in advance and had them all sent to his house and where he kept them. And then when we left, they came over and set up like these 3 Christmas gifts and a tree, and it was all lit up. And I came back and I'm just like, well, goddamn. The funny thing is, we got people like who would walk by and they were like looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, my wife got me. She got me, and they're like,
so you were those people that like mega early decorated for like you probably went viral on the internet. Like probably they're like, oh my god, it is August and there are Christmas decorations.
I mean, it was October and there were Christmas decorations, so I'm sure they were like, I hate these people. I hate them so much. And I'm like, yeah, same.
They probably thought you were like anti-Halloween or something. Like you're that house.
It was a very, very messed up mix of
so on a random side note, because now I'm just curious about this. Sorry,
hold on. Before you say that, Tina, you've already started decorating for Christmas, haven't you?
No, I'm not allowed.
You're not allowed. Oh, okay. I thought for sure you would have.
I have a couple things, but he hasn't noticed them yet.
Where are they?
Yeah. See, that's what I do.
Where are they, Tina?
Except for Halloween.
Yeah, I have like I've got a tree full of like little pipe cleaner spiders with googly eyes, and I'll pick one out and I'll put him somewhere and I'll move him around, and he just moves around until I keep getting narked out by my kids, but like eventually she notices. I know.
Get stitches, man.
Isn't there like a Halloween?
I mean, I'd have to pay for them though.
That's
so like the ER trips.
Isn't there like a Halloween version of like Elf on a Shelf that you can like hide in a different place every day so that like it's not easy to track?
Skeleton on
a stool.
Shelf.
Gelatin. What?
There you go.
Yeah,
that was quick, Daniel.
So here's my question, because this is a question for Dina. So a little quick backstory for any of the listeners, or Sean here. Dina grew up in a cult, very very fundamentalist cult, and
no, she did not.
No way. What?
It's crazy. So she's she's had to have like her biggest like access to music growing up was like the Hallmark cards that played like Happy Birthday music. That's a true story. Dina, when was the first?
We are the monkeys.
When was the first year you were allowed to celebrate or ever celebrated Halloween?
First year I ever celebrated Halloween was the year that my dad died. So what was that, 2 years ago?
Jesus.
Almost 3 years ago. It wasn't that I wasn't allowed, though. I just never did. Like, after we got out of the cult, I could have, but like, I just never did. And then I got like super into it because it was like an outlet. So
fair enough.
And then I got drunk and it's turned into a podcast story for later, but it was...
All right.
I do Halloween too hard, guys.
you're in good company here. I like it.
I'm getting sweats just thinking about that. Holy shit.
Just thinking about it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I do Halloween real hard, apparently. Who would have guessed?
I wouldn't have. I was genuinely curious, but you know what?
Yeah.
That was a good question and a good answer here. But Sean, I need to know, do you have a tissue handy? Perhaps a neckerchief, some sort of cleaning device?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Why do you say it like that?
Perfect.
A cleaning device?
A cleaning mechanism of some sort? A squirtle?
Like a vacuum cleaner?
No, like a squirtle in your poop closet?
Squirtle?
Okay, so wait, never mind. I can't say that.
Well, now you
Dina's
have to.
mom?
Now you have to. You've committed.
Yeah, you
Dina-
can't. You can't just say.
Yeah,
you know what?
either
No,
say
never
this
mind.
Oh.
or Sean hits the party button. It's your choice.
I was thinking. So for Christmas, I was debating getting my husband a bidet because we stayed at a place that had one and he's in love with them now. And I think that I'm gonna like have like Squirtle written on it somehow now. Just
or draw one. See if you can.
There you go. Yeah. So I'm gonna get him a bidet for Christmas that has Squirtle on it. Squirt.
Good thing he doesn't watch this.
Yeah, he doesn't watch it. That's why I was like debating not saying it, but then I was like, he won't watch it anyway.
I mean, if there was a Pokemon called Bidet, that'd be even better. But
oh shit, weird. Yeah, that would
One
be
second,
cool.
let me come out and back in.
Okay, transition, Daniel. Okay, bye.
Bye.
It's a good time for him to do that.
What did he do?
I think something got desynced, either his earbuds or something.
Earbuds, brain, whatever.
Brain, more than likely.
I bet they died.
His brain? Wow.
His brain died a long time ago.
Just died.
It's all those mouth drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You kids taking the mouth drugs?
How's your friend Mary Jane?
All right, sorry about that. No, just for no reason. The headphones are just like, I'm just going to stop letting you listen. Sorry about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couple of dicks.
Yeah, what a bunch of dicks, right? So I asked you here about your neckerchief because, buddy, we're about to peel back the layers of the potato and we're going to ask deeply emotional, hard-hitting questions with Dinosaurus.
The potato layers.
Wait, you want another mind map? I'm just full of them today.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get on this journey. Buckle up, baby.
So you said a couple of dicks, and then I think I heard somebody say "womp womp," right?
Womp womp.
Mm-hmm.
So a long time ago, I downloaded my dad's favorite song on iTunes, and I didn't know that it had a virus. So like, I got to the end of like a fucking 7-minute long song, and it just had like this guy screaming on it. It goes a bunch of wah-wahs at the end. So that just came to my mind. You're welcome.
Wow.
Thank you so much for that journey.
Thank you for letting us in to this beautiful mind that you have. Dina.
Sounds like that favorite song came from like Sesame Street or something.
Oh my god.
Triangle.
Okay. All right. Do you want that question that I think that I was drunk when I wrote it? I think it's mainly meant for women.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's definitely meant for women, so this is going to be even funnier.
Perfect.
All right.
As a man, we are most well qualified to answer questions for women.
Obviously, yes.
All right, Sean. When you pee, are you on your tippy toes?
I love this so much.
Wow.
My husband likes it too.
I mean, no, unless the toilet or urinal is like on a pedestal of some kind.
He's got to reach up.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going for range versus accuracy there.
I'm pretty sure though, yeah, if you get the aim right, you know.
Yeah. All right.
Now here's the real P question, because my wife doesn't believe me. And maybe I am the only one, because I haven't asked other men this. How do you, so first question, do you? Second, how good are you at this? Peeing with no hands.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a pro. I'm a pro. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the other day.
I got trophies.
Y'all don't use your zipper or like the little pouch with for your underwear that, that pouch. Y'all don't use that?
No, we just pull it.
I saw it on TikTok
down.
where you just pull your pants
That's just
down.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
that's a pain in the ass. It
It's
takes
like a
too long.
maze. It's like one flap on this
What the
side,
fuck's
one
the
flap
point
on
of
this
it?
side. You got to navigate out. Yeah, it's really not Like if it's,
and then you're never going to get it all back to the way it should be.
If it's pajamas, that's different because usually it's just like a button you pop open in front and then it's just wide open.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sean, hands-free.
What the fuck's the point of? I pee hands-free personally.
Yeah, we're aware.
Yeah, hands-free.
Do you shake it afterwards?
I mean, I can pee hands-free. I just, it just depends on my mood, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I? Sure. Accurately? No. And I don't think any guy can pee accurately with their hands. So I don't know what kind of question you're asking. It's like, can you drive with your eyes closed? Yes, but you'll probably crash. Like,
you don't know me.
You're not my real dad.
Okay, so
we got. Uh-oh. What happened?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you lose an earbud?
Here.
Party foul.
Uh-oh.
Party foul.
That is a party foul.
Oh, God.
All right, hold on.
Did you spill it on your feet?
No, but I'm podcasting from my
it.
mom's basement. I can't just let this go. All right.
He gets to drink when he comes back.
He can't let that beer soak into his mother's basement floor.
I want to steal that fucking Jar Jar.
So fun story about that. I believe a good friend of the show, Stephen Wildcard.
Yes.
Stevie Wildcard gave him that. It's from a Taco Bell promotion from the late 90s.
Yes.
And
I've got the Darth Maul. Or I had the Darth Maul. I think I pitched it. It was on a big cup.
Yeah, he has the cup and the topper.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, and I've drank from it on principle. Yeah, no, Stevie got that as part of a little personalized thank you for supporting their first comic, Play It Again. And, no pressure when we get through their next comic, Deathless, because they're fucking amazing. So, by the way, check out, I don't know if you follow them or know who they are, but Stevie and Anthony are amazing. They also have an awesome podcast, and they're comic book guys, and they're freaking cool.
So is your mess cleaned up there, pal?
Más o menos.
So, Dina, do you pee on your tippy toes?
I do. And it was an observation that I realized the other day, when you're sitting there, why do women pee on their tippy toes? Why would I do that? And I always do it. Even though I'm tall enough, I can go flat-footed. I am always on my tippy toes.
Well, then there's the whole squatty potty conversation. I mean, there's a lot of directions to go here.
Well, I have a squatty potty too, but I'm still on my tippy toes on my squatty potty.
Do you start flat-footed and then eventually curl to a tippy toe situation? Or is it just that's your baseline position?
I think I sit and I'm flat-footed, but the second I start peeing, my feet go up.
It must
Sorry,
be
I didn't mean to say that word.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
We've all said it
twice.
A couple times.
Damn it.
It must have something to do with muscles or, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. All right, Dina, what do we got next? We got to make this man emotional.
Okay, shit. Oh, no, that's inappropriate.
No, Dina, you cannot do that.
Dude, hold on a second. You can't do that.
I'm trying.
Dina, we have crossed a lot of lines here already on this episode. Just follow your heart.
But you said you wanted to make him emotional, right?
Or inappropriate. It's either or. Why not both?
Okay.
Either or. I can get emotional and inappropriate.
We'll do inappropriate. Mm-hmm. What's the bravest condom you've ever used?
The bravest?
Bravest?
Yeah. An object that's not a condom that you use for a condom.
Mm-hmm.
So the bravest.
Dude, no, we don't just stick random things on your dick. My friend and I
came up with a new kind of condom today too, so this fits.
So we're gonna bookmark that and come back to it. But Dina, I hope, and outside of the Florida education system, which is really lacking, men don't just put random objects on their penis and stick it in places.
I didn't make up this question.
So obviously someone does.
like a Ziploc bag?
Yeah. This was a viral question on TikTok.
This kind of scares me.
Lambskin used to be a thing, so it's not that weird of a question.
Yeah, okay, but the lambskin is because people were allergic to latex. So there was an actual, like, it was still a condom.
Natural jump. If you're allergic to latex, use lambskin.
Lamb.
I was like, what else could we do? There's a dead lamb over there.
Think about how many people use like Ziploc bags when they're in a crunch or something.
I don't know anyone. I have not met a single person in my life that has used a Ziploc bag, Dina. I just need to make that very clear.
Neither have I.
It sounds way easier to like model something out of clay, let it dry, put it in the kiln, and then glaze it, and
that'll add some girth too. Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
Listen, sponges were considered a form of birth control. Okay,
I spent 3 hours preparing for this by using my pottery clay.
I'll be right back.
No, I didn't have the 10 minutes to run to the grocery store and get some condoms.
You guys wanted it.
What did you make in class today?
Hey, what's the weirdest question you've ever been asked?
Well, that one
before today.
That probably would be it. Before today. Oh God, I
Dina, I'm so worried about what passes for sex education in Florida. I'm so worried.
I didn't get a sex ed class, so like I can't help you with that.
So
I was gonna say I think
I wasn't
nothing
allowed.
passes for sex ed.
Yep, there's that, and that's how I started.
Sticking with our theme tonight, how do you put your toilet paper on the roll?
Over.
Bless you, sir.
I'm not a monster.
Good tidings to you and your loved ones.
Good tidings to you.
Do you chew your pasta?
That one again, huh? Yes, I do chew my pasta.
No one.
Can you imagine me just
Sorry, go on.
Try slurping an entire lasagna noodle. Just.
You're gonna have to go full
I've
fucking
watched it be
Kirby
done.
on.
I've watched it be done.
Just Kirby that sucker.
All right.
Yeah,
I got two
I
more
do
questions.
chew my pasta.
Okay, I love that for you. 2 more questions. What's your favorite extension cord, and can you show the audience, please? It was on his Twitter.
Yeah, I have a fan. Let me see if it's
this
down
is
here.
catered. Okay, I love it.
Dina.
All right.
You're
well
welcome.
done. Well done, madam.
Sometimes I research.
She's totally into extension cords too. I just know it. I bet Dina has
if you
a
end this
favorite
by
teal
saying,
extension cord.
Would you be willing to choke me with your extension cord?
My favorite extension cord is being used out in the yard right now.
Halloween
In
decorations?
the yard.
Yeah, for the
It's brown. Yeah, it's a brown extension cord. It's probably about 6 feet, and it has like the 2 plugs on one end and one on the other.
It's plugged right into a 12-foot skeleton's butthole button.
You know it.
I would never put my favorite extension cord outside, even if it's an outdoor one.
Is it
I
teal though?
respect it too much.
Did you name your
Yeah.
favorite extension cord?
Dina, answer the question, please.
No, it's Sparky.
That's not a good name. There could be a problem with your extension cord, Dina.
It did shock me once.
Well, don't call it Shorty. Don't call it Shorty.
That reminds me of Chris Pratt and Parks and Rec.
There's an exposed wire above the bathtub as well.
Oh, yeah, shock wire. I call it that because if you take a shower and you touch the wire, you die.
Okay. Sean, are you ready? So you have to come in with a hot take. Nobody can argue with you. You lay down the law with your answer on this one. Are you ready?
Coming strong.
Sure.
What is the superior form of potato?
Fries.
Oh.
Why?
What kind of fries first? We have follow-up questions here, Dina.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Well, are we talking? Do I have to like say steak fries or thin fries or crinkle fries? Oh, we're getting really specific
here, bud.
Seasoned curly fries.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good
why are they the superior form? What's so good about them?
Yeah,
Dina, was that good or bad?
So good, but I was also clearing my throat at the same time.
Yeah, that was very. You were sending some mixed signals with your reaction there.
Like,
just going full Homer Simpson right there. Just.
Wait, what's the follow-up question?
Why are they the superior form?
Because they're tasty as fuck.
No. Listen, you've got to win this argument. You have to pretend that there is someone that is fighting against you here. All right, this is war. This is war.
Because you can, if someone's fighting against me, I can cram them in their mouth, and if they're allergic, and then they'll just pass out.
If I had a potato allergy.
I know, right? Wouldn't that
Get
be
the
the worst?
shot paddles.
Yeah. What's your sauce of choice here?
That would suck.
What's your sauce of
next.
choice?
I mean, the ketchup works really fine, but I've actually used hot sauce before. It's pretty good.
I feel like the best. So I don't usually take my fries with buffalo sauce, but curly fries with buffalo sauce just hits different, you know.
It just hits.
Have you ever had the Arby's 3-pepper?
No.
Arby's 3-pepper sauce.
Not a sponsor.
I didn't even know. Not a sponsor, but we love you, Arby's. Yeah, you can be a sponsor.
The beep 3-pepper sauce. No, yeah, buffalo sauce and seasoned curly fries are pretty damn good.
Hey, listen, that's a win.
There's like so much going on there that Yeah.
All right.
I got nothing.
All right, sorry.
That's so good. I'm so hungry now.
Yeah, you totally just put Dina in a trance with that curly fries with hot sauce.
Yeah, the show's over. She's gonna go take a quick take a quick run to go get some. But all right, man, you survived the deeply hard-hitting questions with Dina. I'm proud of you. Oh, thank you, Sean. I'm glad that we could share that cry together. And now we're going to kind of switch gears here, and we're going to talk about your book. You're going to talk about your book series 2, which is The Forgotten Years, and your first book, The Call of Chaos. So we're going to put on our author hats. I still need to buy an author hat. Do you have an author hat, like, when you're going full author mode? Oh,
hang on.
He does. Fuck yeah, he does.
I don't usually wear hats, but
Oh man, that reminds me of Patrick's editing hat.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna come out with a jester hat.
This won't fit very well. This won't fit very well with.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
That's a good one.
There we go.
Oh, that's perfect.
What is that?
Yeah. That's a good.
I'm a quest giver.
Oh,
it's an exclamation
my
point.
God.
All right.
What button do I press to interact, Sean?
Whatever button finishes someone in Killer Instinct.
I thought that was a Killer Instinct.
That game,
I
so
love Killer Instinct. Yeah, that was a great game. All right, so we've got our author hats on, and so we're going to talk about your books, talk about your series here, and
it's a Pooh Bear hat.
It
is.
Yep. So, all right, man. So talk us through the creation of this universe, because you take, it's an epic fantasy series, and we kind of just jump straight in as we kind of get to know our three main characters, Kirill, Kendra, and Dan O'Neill? Dal O'Neill.
Tony and Tennille.
Tony and Tennille. And
this doesn't work.
Yeah, mine's a little small too.
It's gonna fall off. It's got the headset.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So all right. So kind of talk us through, because you take a lot of kind of the traditional fantasy tropes and you kind of give them your own twist to it as we get into your universe. So kind of talk us through how this story idea formed and what you were going for as far as your genre here.
So have any of you guys read any of the Dragonlance books?
I've heard such good things. It's on my list. I know it's like a classic.
So in Dragonlance, if I recall, like at the very beginning, they're like, man, it's too bad there aren't dragons around. That'd be cool. And then like dragons, they start finding dragons and all shit.
Man, I wish there were piles of money around.
Oh, man,
piles of money.
So great if Jar Jar was here.
Scrooge McDuck that shit.
Scrooge McDuck that shit. Oh, yeah.
So I kind of thought, what would happen if there was a fantasy setting where there were no fantasy elements, which sounds really god-awful boring, right? But then all of a sudden, one day, all the fantasy elements appear. Everything that's supposed to be just in stories, tales, songs, legend, myth, whatever, starts actually appearing. All of a sudden magic comes into the world. There are monsters, orcs, goblins, etc. And I kind of went with it from there, actually. And it just kind of ballooned into what it is. And then after, if you read the first book, you kind of get a good idea of pretty much everybody's screwed, right? Like there's just fire and orcs and ogres and all sorts of crap everywhere. Well, as it progresses, you find there's something worse.
Oh, shit.
That was never in books or stories. And it's like, well, where the hell did that come from? So I kind of took it as, okay, if you want just your basic fantasy, you're not going to get that. You're going to get some of those elements, but the magic system is kind of different, very different. And I got dinged by one reader. It's like, well, you don't really have, you're using orcs and goblins and trolls, and it's all standard fantasy creatures. And I'm like, well, that was the point. They're all supposed to be standard from tales and lore and whatever. But then you read further and you're like, oh my God, what is that thing? Holy crap, what is that thing? And it just gets worse.
Yeah, you create a baseline to break the baseline.
Yep, pretty much. I didn't want it to be the standard, the party meets in a tavern and the quest giver gives them, this overarching evil is going to destroy everything. You must go and fight, which is funny because Kirill's first scene is in a tavern, but I did not do that intentionally.
But listen, it's not like the whole party was there. It's just Kirill, and learned some lessons.
It was just Kirill. So I kind of wanted to take fantasy and add my spin to it, to where you couldn't just say, oh yeah, this is just another fantasy novel. I know what's going to happen, right?
So, speaking of other fantasy novels, something that really gets me, because I like fantasy a lot, but it drives me nuts because the names are always, they just look like they literally took their head to a keyboard and were just like, smash, boom, there's your name. But you played with language.
Put an apostrophe in there first, too. Robert Jordan, everything has an apostrophe.
Robert Jordan.
For real, why do you have 5 fucking apostrophes in your goddamn name? It's not realistic. Okay, anyway, you played with language in a way that was effortless. All the names were memorable and pronounceable. It didn't look like you were just Hulk smash on the keyboard or anything like that. So where'd you get your names from? How'd you do that?
So Kirill is the only one, I think, that has an apostrophe in his name. So when I started writing this book, I did write it when I was reading Robert Jordan. And this is back in college. And I'm just like, yeah, these are great. These Robert Jordan books are awesome. And now I have none of them because I gave them all away. And so I kept his name solely because that was actually a D&D character I played for a really long time. And I'm like, you know what? and they're nothing alike, but I'm like, I like this name, so we're going to keep it. I am notoriously terrible at naming things. Anything. Pets, kids, whatever. So it takes me a really long time. If you're like, hey, that's a really cool name. That name probably took me 3 months to be finally happy with. So I usually don't even continue until I get the name. I don't put placeholder, add name here. I don't do any of that. It stumps me and I stop and I'm just like, no, I got to figure this out. Right. Yep. So what I tried to do was I didn't want to make their names too fancy, too flowery. The X is silent, or anything like that.
It's my favorite fantasy move.
Kendra's is pretty plain. That's a realistic name actually that you can find people here named Kendra. In reality, yeah. My wife said it sounded like a stripper name, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, that is a good.
She did become a stripper. So
God damn it, Dina.
Perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So, anyways, we're not stripper shaming here.
But I think she actually told me that because one of the there was a reality show with Hugh Hefner and 3 or 4 of his bunnies, and one of them was named Kendra.
Yes. Yep. I know that show.
So that's not where I got it from. I just was like, hey, I like this name. Yeah. I'm gonna use that.
No, and honestly, I kind of liked it. I don't know if it was on purpose, but that was one of my favorite things. You have Kirill, you have Dalinil, and then you have Kendra. And it's one of these things is not like the other, but it also makes sense because you have the 2 thread weavers and then the one girl who is the normal person in this world. And I thought it was a really kind of fun and interesting, just subtle kind of nod to the differences in what their characters would do, So why don't you talk to us a little bit about the 3 characters and they're kind of, you said one, the name was inspired by D&D, but why don't you kind of give us where they come from?
So my original idea was I didn't want a chosen one.
Yeah.
I didn't want the chosen one, right? So Dalinil actually came in as the second Threadweaver. because I'm like, okay, yeah, Kirill's gonna be the main dude,
Yeah.
right? But what would happen if that broke? Again, there's just weird stuff happening, and all of a sudden there's only supposed to be one, but oh crap, there's two. What do we do with that? What's gonna happen with that? So Dalinil came in as another way of using magic, because he doesn't really use the threads like Kirill does. Kirill weaves them and takes them and makes things out of them and then shoots fireballs or whatever. But Dalinil basically is fueled by rage. He actually channels the power of the threads to make himself stronger or, make himself faster. He can cast basic spells, but he's really bad at it. Yeah. So I kind of had his character as an element of chaos. Like, he's a wild card. He wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But, spoiler alert, there's a whole which one's the real one for a little while. Like, oh my God, there's supposed to be one, but now there's two. Which one's the real one?
Real Ross or Joey situation, yeah.
Joey every day.
Ross. And then Kendra I will admit it, she's probably my favorite character.
Oh, absolutely.
She's at least in my top two. I really enjoyed writing for her because she's just so unpredictable. She's a thief with morals, which is, she's like, well, I could kill that guy, but I'm not an assassin, so I'm just going to steal all of his shit. But I'm going to leave him alive because, I'm nice, right? She, double crosses people, but when it comes down to it, yeah, she looks after herself, but once she gets friends, she actually looks after them too.
Yeah.
So she's kind of, and I didn't really intend this, but she's almost kind of a mother, like not really a mother, but sort of a protector, because Kirill's clueless.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And she's very, very worldly, like street smart, and knows what's going on. So it's like you got this clueless cinnamon roll guy, and then you've got this thief who's like, no, we're doing this. Yeah. So the dynamic worked really well, and I just kind of thought that he needed a guide.
So let's kind of circle back to Dalinil. Dalinil.
Yeah, Dalinil, yeah.
Because he kind of reminded me of like a Hulk Berserker, basically, like a mix of the two. Yeah. So where did you get inspiration for like creating this with like how he can't really use the threads and he just kind of channels them into chaos and everything like that? What inspired that? Where'd that come from?
So the boring answer is that I'm a pantser.
Same.
And he kind of did that on his own. Like I thought, well, what if there was another one? Okay, well, let's start with this kid. And what's his problem? Oh, he's wanted for murder. No. Okay. Well, did he do it? I don't know. He's kind of an asshole. He kind of rages. Yeah. He freaks out and destroys things and kills things. Did he do it? Well, I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. And he just kind of went from there. Like, he really is a rage machine. He gets worse, actually, in the second book. He gets worse. Spoiler alert.
Sorry, go on.
So he kind of developed himself. This hat is stay right there. Yeah, so he kind of actually developed himself. He went from what was going to be a wild card to an actual major player and created problems.
And I love that. So we've kind of talked about your book a little bit. Why don't we give the audience what they want, man? I heard you have a little passage picked out for us to read.
I was going to say, give the audience what they want. I don't have that much money. Or a Pokemon.
I don't have Squirtle.
I don't have Squirtle. I've only got Bulbasaur. I'm sorry. I don't know. Is Bulbasaur better? I know the names of a lot of them. I just don't know. I mean, he's a plant. He's cool. Oh,
water. Plant eats water.
Yeah, but I don't mean like actual power. I just mean like I think Squirtle's better. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have a little debate here. Sorry.
I mean, like Bulbasaur could like grow fruit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could use his leaves to wipe yourself, so it still works. Yeah.
Oh boy,
Charmander really doesn't help you out much in that department.
Not unless you need to light a candle.
Singe off your dingleberries.
Singe off your Oh God, the smell. The smell.
Does poop smell when you burn it?
It has to, Dina. It cannot
I assume
possibly
it-
be a
I
good
assume it
smell.
does.
Yeah,
No, I
can't
don't
be
think it does.
Sean, can you Google this while he's preparing his reading, and we'll
Good
circle
Lord.
I don't think that.
This is not a wise use of Google, but I approve. So
I'm older than
okay,
Google.
so-
I know better.
Okay, hold on.
You're 1
You
year
guys-
older.
I typed in, does poop smell W, and it autofilled when you burn it.
Because of course it did.
Yep. And what's the answer, man?
I mean, aside from generating many pollutants, including dioxin, particulate matter, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, volatile organic compounds, carbon monoxide.
So the nose drugs.
Yeah, and ash. Yeah, it smells like burning shit.
I think you're wrong, and I also don't understand why that would be bad for the environment.
I can't believe we had to
Again,
Google that.
Florida education. I'm sorry, Dina.
I
I'm
assume
gonna burn my dog
there's a
shit
reason
tomorrow.
why we don't burn our excrement as society. You know, like
I just wish that, like, I
Turn this
really
off.
want an incinerator. What's
Incinerator.
Incinerator in my kitchen. I want to burn all my trash, and I know that that's probably really bad
Yeah.
for the environment.
Yeah,
But there's
if only
got to be
there
a
was
way
a
that we
company
can do
working
it
on that.
economically. Like, I just want to do that.
Can't you just get raccoons?
Get some space raccoons.
Like an army of trash pandas to eat your garbage?
I like where your head's at. All right, we got to read the book, Sean. No distraction with trash pandas anymore.
sorry.
Damn it.
Here it is.
Gonna
Here
learn
it
all my
is.
trash.
Okay. I will let you know that, like, the only thing I dislike more than hearing my book read is me reading it. So this will be fun.
Perfect.
All right. So this one is this is a passage with Kendra and the Black Smoke, because I like those two characters a lot, and it's dialogue heavy, which is awesome. He wore the brown fedora, the same as always, with strands of black hair peeking out from underneath. Since he often kept his head down, it obscured much of his face, but Kendra could see his stubbly chin poking out. In his mouth was a lit cigar butt. As usual, every bit of his clothing besides the hat was black: his boots, his cloak, his tunic, and breeches, all black. "It's good to see you again, Black Smoke," Kendra said sarcastically. She walked away from the edge of the roof and stood beside him. "Somehow I doubt you're serious." Kendra smiled. They knew each other quite well enough. They'd played this game for a long time. "Have you come to return what you took from me?" "I merely borrowed the money and then lost it, but I was fortunate enough to find a really nice necklace shortly thereafter. It's funny how fortune works." "Yes," the Black Smoke smirked. "Quite hilarious, actually." There was silence for a brief period. It wasn't tense, but it was always like this. "You know that Raynar is looking for you?" "Of course he is," Kendra chuckled. "He says you have something of his and he wants it back." "I have several somethings of his. He asked me for help." "Oh?" That was a bit worrisome. She could handle Raynar, but if the Black Smoke was helping, then there was probably not a city in the realm she could hide in. She wondered if Raynar had reached out to anyone else. "Aye, I told him I would consider his offer, but I've got much more lucrative contracts that require my immediate attention. He doesn't pay well, you know." "He always was rather cheap," Kendra agreed. "None too bright, too." "Alas," Kendra continued, "I don't have anything for Raynar, but I do have something that might interest you." "Oh?" He lifted his head slightly. She always knew how to pique his interest. It was a subtle task, like strumming a harp. She couldn't be outright honest, but she had to make sure he wasn't bored. It was yet another game they played. Information was probably not going to come cheap. She was beginning to wish she did still have his money, or the necklace, or both. They stared at each other for a moment while he chewed on his cigar. This would probably be the moment when he decided whether or not he would try to kill her. Thankfully, he hadn't tried that for a while. Not since they'd given each other matching scars. "All right," he finally said, "I'll bite. What have you got then?" She replied, shaking her head. "I also need information related to it." "So, my dear," he grumbled. She could tell he was already curious. "Where do we go from here?" "It's simple." She put her left hand into one of her pockets, clutching the dragonstone tightly. Its warmth was eerie, but reassuring that she might actually be right. "I'll show you what I've got. You tell me all you can about it, and if you cooperate, I will tell you where you can find more." "Sounds risky," he snorted. "What if I don't give a rat's rotten ass about what you've got?" "Well," she chuckled, "you'll simply have to have one more reason to want me dead." "I already have too many to count." What? She laughed. Not enough fingers? To her surprise, the black smoke laughed with her. I have the 10 that I need. He began pacing in silence. All right, he finally said after several moments. If it were anyone else, I would have killed them already and taken what they had. So consider yourself fortunate. Always.
Yes.
And scene.
Man, I love Kendra. She's absolutely one of my favorite things. I just love that she's out there collecting knives and just, whatever. And I also love that she also just isn't mad when other people like steal and does stuff. She's like, yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, all good.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, respect.
I would have stolen that.
So, all right. So let's talk. Let's shift gears a little bit because I know you've got a lot of projects that you've got coming up here. So you've got a podcast. You've got your other books in this series, and you even have a new series coming out. So just take us through what you're working on right now, man.
So I've got actually quite a few irons in the fire, more than I intended, but they kind of happened. So I've got a book called Magebreaker, which is slated to be published in November of 2023. And that is kind of more of a Star Wars thing, actually. I didn't pattern it after Star Wars, but it's about a gunslinger in a world of magic. And the gunslinger hates magic. She tries never to use magic. She doesn't trust magic. But it's sort of a sci-fi setting. So you've got, you've got high-speed bullet trains, and you've got hoverboards, and you've got vehicles, and you've got all this stuff, but it's all powered by magic. Everything is powered by magic. Whereas before the war that she fought in, it was all mechanical. So she is basically a mercenary for hire, and finds the world's most powerful mage in her bedroom one day.
That's hot.
Yeah, I mean, it,
You got Dina's interest right now. Look at this face. Dina's like, all right.
All right. So then it's got an alien race that are the stewards of magic, and a corrupt government. And
I wonder how I would react to a powerful mage randomly appearing in my bedroom.
I think we know, Dina.
I think I would shoot it.
Definitely violent.
So she might be your mage breaker. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, the gunslinger does attempt.
Yep.
Producer
Sean, just go ahead and add him to the calendar because that sounds amazing. So we'll see you back November of next year.
After that, I've got a fantasy comedy coming out called The Last Available in March of 2024, which is basically the most inept adventurers on the planet who are tasked with saving the world.
It would be like if DMIW went to go save the world, basically.
Yeah,
pretty much.
We'd really have to rely on you heavily, Dina. Sean would be capable, but I would be basically sabotaging Sean.
I would rely on Sean for like trapping and like planning.
Well, so here's the problem: is that Sean would be very capable in this situation, but I would be just sabotaging him the entire time. So really, it's going to come down to you.
Yeah. I'd get drunk.
Like a hurricane party. Maybe. Hey. Are you flirting?
So talk to us a little bit about your podcast too, because this is a good podcast I want to plug. It's another literary podcast. We love our podcast community. So tell us a little bit about What the Book.
So What the Book is run by Z, Zintra Sullivan. Z is Zintra, I think. I don't know. We just call her Z. And Peyton Storm and I are co-hosts, and we interview usually an author. We had an audiobook narrator on one time, and we kind of shoot the shit. It's a lot like this, with no alcohol. We gotta add that.
Wait, I was gonna say, hey, Daniel and I have books coming out next year, but if I can't drink, I don't want to be on the show.
I was gonna say, can we make a drink?
Oh, you could probably drink. No, you can. You can surely drink. It's fine. Heck, as far as I know, Z's drinking too.
Hey, perfect.
But yeah, so we interview. We play a little game called Booker Feud, which is Family Feud, but we don't call it Family Feud because we don't want to get sued.
Fair.
And we just chat. We come up with really weird questions. Strange things happen.
Has anybody ever asked you what the weirdest thing was that you used for a condom?
Yeah. Does that come up at all?
Nah, no, that was a first.
That's an original Dina.
As long as we hold that title.
Yeah.
No,
you've got that one.
Yeah, if you can bring this back and ask Peyton and Z, just so we can really just cover all bases here and just report back, that'd be great.
Well, yeah, we need a larger sample size.
Yeah, we really gotta outsource this here. So Just
Yeah,
make sure
we get as many
that they know
responses.
it's Dina who came up with that question. I don't
Right.
want that. That's no coming my way.
I just get most of my questions from TikTok, bro. If anybody ever like scrolls my timeline on TikTok, like they're gonna see all of my questions.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a fruit salad of disaster.
Yeah, that's why we have questions like, "What's the weirdest thing you've ever used for a condom?"
Yeah, fair.
What is wrong with my TikTok algorithm?
Yeah, Dina, listen, we're gonna have to ask a lot of questions after this episode. So,
so tell us, what is Extra Life? Is that like a marathon? What is it?
So Extra Life is a fundraiser for Children's Hospital, and 100% of the funds raised go directly to sick children who need them. And essentially, you just pander for money. That's a fundraiser. Just, please give me money, or raise money, or whatever, and then you play video games for 24 hours.
Oh my God, that's the best marathon ever.
It is the absolute best marathon. Now, you don't have to play them. You don't have to play them for 24 hours straight, but I do because
I mean,
why
that's
the hell not, right?
the real way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing.
I'm too old for
that the entire community is playing at the same time. And I stream them on my Twitch channel.
Plug it, baby.
It gets
Tell us.
really weird. Twitch.tv/VorpalSteak.
Vorpal Steak.
Is it first
Vorpal
week in
Steak.
November is game day, right? Will you be playing on game day?
Yes, I will be playing 8 a.m. on Saturday to 8 a.m.
And do
on
you have your
Sunday.
donation link you can send me so I can pop it in the description?
I do.
Yeah, we are 100% donating. And for next year, producer Sean, while he's doing that, how much would we need to raise, Sean, for you to play FIFA with me for 24 hours on Extra Life?
For 24 hours?
my God.
Just FIFA
Yeah.
the whole time?
Daniel,
never-
you can't even commit to more than Friday nights recording the podcast.
but
How
if
are you
it-
going to commit to
It's
24
for
hours?
charity.
bitch?
He's going to be like,
Dina, it's for charity and to fuck with Sean.
Listen,
so this really
I don't
creates a
play
whole new set
any
of
one
priorities.
single game. I've done Extra Life before, and I've gone the whole 24 hours a couple
I always
times.
wanted to play that.
And I've never played one game for 20. It's always you cannot last 24 hours on one game. You have to mix it up.
Okay, for a couple hours then, Sean.
Isn't Extra Life like Sims? I've always wanted to play it. I saw it on The Office.
So Extra Life is
It's
just
like
the
Fantasy
event. You
Sims,
can
right?
play whatever game you want.
Yeah, you play whatever you want. You can actually play tabletop games.
Yeah,
you can play.
No,
you
there's
can
an
play whatever.
actual. There's
I
an
know what
actual
you're talking
video
about.
game.
It's like a
Second Life is what you're talking
Second
about.
Life.
Second
Yeah.
Life. I've always wanted to play that. See, not crazy.
And Second Life,
Second
he's
Life, which was
also a
essentially
paper salesman.
That was essentially a real estate a real estate thing. People would buy land in Second Life and then sell it for like real money, like ridiculous.
Yeah.
People got rich off that, and I'm like, part of me's like, wow, what a bunch of losers, and then part of me's like, wow, I wish I would have done that.
Yeah.
My husband tried to do it.
Yeah, it's
All right, so we'll definitely have that link up there. That's such a great charity, man. That's such a great organization and thing to go for. So, guys, if you're able and you're willing to, it would be awesome if you could check out his fundraiser, support it. And I'm going to see if I can convince Sean to play FIFA with me for at least a couple hours in a future Extra Life. So
I've absolutely never played FIFA before, but I play Untitled Goose Game usually around 3:00 in the morning when I can't freaking figure out what I'm doing. It's great. I just run around honking at people.
That game's so good.
And laughing. I'm just laughing and honking at people like,
Oh,
I'm so
Dina,
tired.
Dina, that's what we need to do is get you into Untitled Goose Game for
Oh my
Clueless
God,
Gamer
Dina would
because
love
first
that.
of all, it's a great game, but you would
so
love
fun.
it because you literally just are a goose and you're just creating chaos all over this small town and like stealing people's
you're fucking
things
with
and
people,
like
that's
honking
it.
at them and
Yeah.
like ruining people's day. It's great.
It is. It's basically Goose
Yeah.
Simulator. That's really what geese
Yeah,
do.
it really is.
Dina is so
So-
happy right now.
Are we ever gonna actually schedule like a video game
Yes,
night though? Like,
yes, we are.
Do it, dude.
don't take that tone with me, bitch. It's been 4 months.
Sometimes you schedule things or have talks about a project and then things fall through and then you have to, pivot. Pivot?
Pivot.
So
And speaking of pivoting,
Trigger-
we're going to
trigger-
pivot to the segment that Dina is always massively prepared for, which is off the wall questions.
Ow.
Me and Dina are just going to ask you an off the wall random ass question, and you have to answer.
Why didn't you warn me?
It's on the rundown.
It's
We've
at the
done
same place
segment
in the
for
same
over a year and a
rundown.
half.
Like this is the same formula we've used with every guest since episode 5.
So if Delano was playing Second Life, would he be a paper salesman?
Wow, what a
God damn it, Dina.
I'm
Dina
gonna
just
guess
mailed that
Delano would-
question in so
I guess Delano would find a way to kill everyone.
Fair.
Like
He's
every-
now the
every
sole
single
person
user?
on the
every
server.
other paper salesman,
Yeah.
so that they can just clean up. You know.
Yes.
Wipe the whole
Yeah,
server.
Yep.
So, all right, Sean, I've got a question for you. And it starts out with, how dare you?
How dare?
How dare you, sir? When we were talking about the races of order, you know, we're talking about dwarves, we're talking about elves, we're talking about some of these great things, and you mention gnomes, sir. We led to believe that not only are there gnomes in your universe, but they are good people?
I never said good people.
They're a race of order, sir.
Do you have your Kindle handy? Do you need to do a word search for good people, Daniel?
Yeah, I don't think I ever called them good people. They might be a race of order, but that doesn't mean they're good. They could be assholes.
They are
They're just
assholes.
very orderly assholes.
Okay. Now,
Very organized.
are you willing to commit nomicide in your book series for me?
I would go with the halflings first.
No, we always.
But I don't have a halfling.
Do not ask him to publicly denounce gnomes on our show, Daniel. This is
Sir,
we
are
talked
an
about this.
anti-gnome
You're not
establishment.
allowed to push your personal agenda on the show.
You anti-gnomist. Anti-dentite bastard.
Fair enough. So, do gnomes show up in your book, and do any die perhaps in a violent manner?
In the Call of Chaos, no. You won't. There's no gnomes in that one.
Mm-hmm. No, I know that. No, but I'm talking about the rest of the series.
Yeah. No. You actually never see the gnomes.
Perfect. Thank God. All right. I withdraw my objection, and I'm okay again. All right. Sorry. I got a little emotional there, and I apologize.
You know,
That's
one
okay.
day,
That's okay.
one day, Daniel, Shannon, and I are just gonna kick your ass.
Over the gnomes?
It's long overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
No, it's not just for the gnomes. It's
been a long
for
time
all
coming.
of the shenanigans and tomfoolery, man. It's just added
Yeah,
up.
there's a lot of them. Yeah.
And tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery.
That just reminded me of a movie, but I can't remember what movie. Do you ever like think of a movie scene
Yeah.
and you can't?
Who was
like you're
in
hearing
it?
but
What was the actor's name?
Tom.
The actor's name is Thomas Foolery.
Thomas
McFoolery.
Thomas McFoolery. From the clan McFoolery. All right, so Sean, let me just apologize in advance for not apologizing, but
Oh God.
it's time, buddy. It's time for you to join us on a very sensual, sexual journey. Okay?
Ouch. Bow wow.
You see, every week we celebrate some of the worst erotic literature in history, usually selected by the Literary Review, a British literary magazine, in a segment that we call Cringy Copulation. These are real excerpts from real books intended to be taken seriously. The first of this week's excerpts will be read by Sean and is from A Doubters Almanac by Ethan Canin. Now, Ethan Canin is an American author, educator, physician. He's a member of the faculty of the Iowa Writers Workshop at University of Iowa. He also is an MD from Harvard. He's won a lot of awards, most notably the Guggenheim Fellowship in 2010.
I've won a ton of awards as an author. I mean, they're all like participation trophies from
that's
soccer
fair.
when I was like 5, but whatever.
Oh, you're winning the first ever Don't Make It Weird Squirtle Award. So
Sweet.
Squirtle, baby.
Every day award.
Oh God, I hate it here.
All right.
All right, so you gotta read this cold, no reading ahead, and you can use whatever voice.
Yeah. So I'm reading. This is Meatwad. This is Meatwad. So let me get into the Meatwad there.
Meatwad,
baby. So she would Meatwad. That's almost a Frylock, kind of a sexy Frylock.
That was a little sexy Frylock.
Let me pull it up. Pull it up here. Okay. She would quiet, moving suddenly on top of him like a lion over its prey. Her eyes stayed wide. Andre liked to keep his own closed. But whenever he opened them, there she would be, staring down at him, to black people gyroscopically inert. Again. I can't continue to this. Okay, again. Leonine, the act itself was fervent, like a brisk tennis game or a summer track meet. What the fuck did I just read? What just happened?
Well, a lot of hard eye contact during sex, even when he tried to close his eyes. And
damn,
her eyes, no matter how her head moved, her eyes stayed stationary.
So this was a conversation on Bachelor a couple of seasons ago. And where like all the guys were kissing with their eyes open and it was freaking out the girl.
Oh, that's super freaky. Yeah.
Yeah, like who the fuck does that?
I just love that.
Monsters. Soulless people.
Like
zombies.
I just love that sex was described as like a brisk tennis match or a summer track meet.
A track meet. Like, okay, sweaty and with balls.
That tracks.
Tracks. Yeah. Well,
we will not mention the racket.
Dina, have you ever been described as a lioness as you stare unblinkingly in Tim's eyes?
No.
Would you consider it?
No.
Okay. All right.
I think case closed on that.
Well, then you know what? If he's not going to be able to get action from you, then you know what? Sometimes a man's got to take his matters into his own hands, and that brings us to the second excerpt you're going to read.
What is the rabbit hole that we just went down?
Well,
I was going to suggest a Squirtle, but
yeah, no, we're getting here. So this is from Here I Am by Jonathan Safran Foer. Jonathan Safran Foer is an American novelist with over a dozen awards, who managed to end his marriage when he unsuccessfully attempted to court Natalie Portman.
Man, I hate when that happens.
That's his claim to fame, huh?
Yeah. It's on his Wikipedia.
Wow. You'd better fucking succeed if you're gonna do that, because
he shot his shot and it cost him everything.
I feel like he put that on his own Wikipedia to try to get Natalie Portman's sympathy.
Natalie,
you're probably
you broke
right.
me up.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You owe me now.
God.
Ladies, we've all heard that one, haven't we?
That's problematic.
That got depressing. Yeah. All right. Here we go. No voice. Well, I mean, I guess I could I need a pipe.
Yeah.
So I could be like, yes.
Yeah.
Well, today we will be reading.
Oh, a pirate?
So,
Oh, that's hot.
Yar. Oh, God. Okay. He jerked off with the determination of someone within sight of Everest's summit, having lost all of his friends and Sherpas, having run out of supplemental oxygen, but preferring death to failure. Wow, man. He lost his Sherpas. That is the worst metaphor.
The best time to jerk off is when all of your friends and Sherpas have died and you're struggling for your life with no oxygen.
No oxygen, so we're back to getting choked out.
Yeah, we're back to autoerotic asphyxiation. Excellent.
Oh,
guys, have you ever been that desperate to climax that you're just like, I don't care, my muscles are cramping.
I'm gonna climb Everest just to do this with lack of oxygen.
Well, let's see. At the 3,000 feet, we ran out of food, so we had to kill the Sherpas and eat them.
I jerked off in their honor. So, Dina, how'd you feel about that scene, Dina?
I hate you and everything about it.
That's fair.
That was really terrible. It was. I can't believe someone actually wrote that.
The first one, I was like, I mean, it's weird, but it's like really tame by our standards.
Yeah.
I think that Daniel fixated on the first one because he was literally picturing like a crazy bitch just staring at somebody.
Yeah, the hard eye contact really did. Yeah, see, there it is.
Yeah,
the hard eye contact is what really did it for me in the first one. You know, we support.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, but the second one, Sean, thoughts on it? Either Sean.
Which Sean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not Scott,
So
but Sean.
I said beforehand that if he said Sean, I was going to assume he's talking to our guest. And
yeah,
I thought I was Scott.
God damn it,
I
Scott.
thought Sean was Scott, not.
I thought I was
which one of us is
producer Scott.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Michael Scott?
All right.
The one with producer Scott.
Yeah. My thoughts on that second one were that dude was desperate.
Yeah.
Like, there seems like there was some chafing going on there. Not the good kind. Dead Sherpas are not what you want to think of when you're doing that thing.
I feel like that's a guy that's watched so much porn that porn just doesn't do anything for him anymore.
Yeah.
So he's just like
he
totally
needs extreme
desensitized.
cold and lack of oxygen to get aroused at all.
to get to that.
and dead Sherpas. Yeah, don't forget the dead Sherpas.
Yeah, very important factor. But this is why we love Cringy Copulation, because it makes us all feel a lot better about our own writing. That these award-winning, just incredible authors.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you went on that journey with us, buddy, and I appreciate that. So now it's time.
I'm going to guess that
Yeah,
their trophies were just chocolate wrapped in foil. Right?
Which they then used as a condom.
We've had
As
like
a condom.
Nobel Prize winners that have been on Cringy Copulation, and they were worse than that.
Yeah.
Were they like no apostrophe bell? Like just like the offshoot of Nobel, the generic
It was
version
just
of
like the
Nobel
symbol of the bell, like
Prize?
Taco Bell.
It's the Nobel with
It was
5
Nobel.
apostrophes.
I still
Or
remember
it's just a circle with no bell.
our
Oh my
episode
God,
with
Sean.
John Ortega and how it popped up, like it went viral, and somebody tagged us in it because we had done the Cringy Copulation, and like somebody had like
And
tagged us
because
because of
all
that.
I'll say
and
with
the
that
author.
one
One's
is
reading
that they
was so
likened,
good.
Yeah, it was.
Like Zorro.
So yeah, exactly. So that was the big key, was that as the man finished, he finished like Zorro on her.
Oh God. Yeah. Storing that up for a while, I guess.
Sean, that might we've
He was
been
on
looking
his
for a
tippy toes.
reason to have a Don't Make It Weird award. I think the Nobel Prize, and we just have Randy Marsh just like in the beat up thing, just like, I'll hear Nobel. That'd be the logo of our awards.
It's just a circle, yeah. Or there's just a bell missing. It's like I don't know how.
Just have like the little like.
It's just an absence of a bell.
It's like it's like the dent that the bell would have caused, or you know. The bell was here. It's gone.
We've started something here, guys. We've started the first ever, the inaugural Nobel Award.
Bell Award.
All right, man. Well, now that you are our first ever Nobel Prize winning author to be on our show, why don't you give the folks a very special thing, the 1 second pitch. So here's what happens. You have 1 second to pitch your, all right? You can lie, seduce, cheat, threaten, belittle, whatever it takes, but you got 1 second, okay? No 2 seconds, 1 second. And after that, we'll give you a full pitch to sell people on your book series, all right? You ready? I'm going to count you in and we go.
Yeah. Read these books or clowns will kill you.
Oh, no!
Well, you can't prove that they won't. I'm just saying.
You might as well just read
Dina.
the books to, cover your ass.
Just make sure. Yeah, just cover your ass. Well, I mean, clowns might still kill you after that, but
Yeah, have you ever
Well, it's
been to
'cause you didn't read
Florida?
book two.
Bitch, please.
They got
You
meth
have to read
clowns
one
down
of his
there.
books every 6 months to keep
Yeah.
the...
Those motherfuckers,
Keep the
those
clowns
killer
away.
clowns in, what was it, like 2017? Those fuckers were in my neighborhood. Mm-mm.
oh, just the ones that were just standing around in the dark,
Yeah.
No, the ones that were
pretending
attacking
to like
people.
smash shit. Oh, they were attacking.
Dina
Yeah,
single-handedly
Florida
killed 7 of
Seminoles,
them.
we had the actual... Florida
How much
Seminoles, we
experience
had
do you
the
get for
actual-
killing a?
Yeah, what's the XP gain on killing a clown?
What's the challenge rating? I don't know.
10K?
Like,
Ooh,
you could level pretty well with that.
Yeah.
That's why she has a bunch of
I'm
clown
with you.
decals on the side of her truck. It's like kill marks,
It's not a family. It's not her family. It's
That's how
clowns
Dina
that she killed.
That's how Dina got the accuracy rating, because she's a renowned sharpshooter. So
It's like in
Yeah.
Six of Crows, the guy that leaves a scar every time he crosses through the rift or whatever the fuck. The wall? No.
oh yeah,
The shadow? What is that? Shadow hunt? There's too many different.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But he leaves
I'd say
they're
a
going.
hands.
scar every time he crosses.
All right.
I've got a scar
All right,
for
so
every
give us the
clown.
full pitch here.
The full pitch would be, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow and all the mythical beasts that you learned about in tales and stories in school actually existed?
As long as they're not gnomes.
They might be gnomes.
They're probably gnomes. They're probably gnomes.
And guys, listen, Dina's got some really big thoughts to share about her feelings about this book. So Dina, tell the folks why they should check this out.
Thoughts, Dina?
If you like Wheels of Time or Wheel of Time, Six of Crow, and D&D, this is a book for you. Got it.
Nailed it. And guys, listen, man, I'm a self-avowed fantasy junkie, man. I love getting to read a good fantasy novel. It's fun characters. There's a fun magic system. Great little dialogues. Like when Krill is just, yeah, nice to meet you, Mr. Smoke. But you know, lots of great moments, fun action scenes, and a twist at the very end that was incredibly unexpected for our main characters to pull off. So, no spoilers, but I was definitely like, oh wow, he just said YOLO, fuck it, all right. So again, absolutely great book. I can't wait for book 2. Cannot wait for Mage Breaker. And guys can always check out his podcast too, What the Book. Got a million things going on. Man, that was so much fun. We really appreciate you coming on with us.
I'm glad you had me. That was a blast.
Well, don't worry, buddy, because we still got some other stuff to do here. So again, you guys can check out the Forgotten Years series, which is available now on Amazon. There's 4 books, and Mage Breaker will be coming out in fall of 2023. Last available will be coming out in 2024. His Extra Life will be in November, so please give if you are able. And you are participating for the 14th straight year?
Yeah. I apparently don't like sleep. And it's like in the last 10 years, it's been on daylight savings time. So it's actually 25 hours of gaming.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Get that extra hour.
Sorry, so hey, we're going to take a second here before we get out of here to plug your stuff. Where can the folks find you and all your projects?
Oh, geez. I don't think you can avoid me. I hang out on Twitter. I have a TikTok. I've got an Instagram. I've got a Facebook. I've got a link tree. I can give you that if you want. That has.
I'll put all the links in the description.
Do you want me to
give us your Twitter handle too while you're here?
Twitter handle is at the what the hell is my Twitter
Twain?
At the Clefton Twain. Yeah, it's at the Clefton Twain. That's my Twitter handle.
Oh, Peter,
I don't know what the hell. I never look at my own freaking Twitter handle. Yeah, well, at the Clefton Twain.
Fair enough. And Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DinaSourceD. That's D like D's nuts.
D's nuts.
Yes, you got in on it. You're the first guest to get in on it. I'm very happy.
I'm always really ready to jump in on a D's nuts.
Same.
Oh, that's perfect.
I appreciate that.
Hey, Dina, before I do the other handles, just because I was thinking about it. Oh no, I already told you that joke. Never mind. All right. So
has the audience heard this
the world's
joke?
Shortest joke.
What are you doing?
Okay, fine. Sorry. All right, cut that first part. So Dina, can I tell you a joke before we get out of here?
Don't cut that first part, Sean.
I won't. No, I never do.
But,
yeah, go ahead,
Sean.
Daniel. What's the joke?
Damn it, Sean. Hey, Dina, why is it illegal to do reverse cowgirl in Alabama?
I don't know, Daniel. Why?
Well, it's wrong to turn your back on family.
Heyo!
Motherfucker texted that to me.
Fucking roll tide.
Roll tide, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry. Just my own mind map journey led us to that.
Daniel's mind map.
No, he doesn't get a jingle.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Sean, this is your last opportunity. Are you sure you don't want to hit the party button?
Hit the party button. Oh, yeah!
Yeah!
Just so you know, I was actually going to, I have a T-Rex costume, and I was going to do this whole dance in the T-Rex costume.
Oh my god, if you ever do,
I have a Triceratops costume.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I'm just a really bad dancer, so
you said you have a TikTok. You said you have a TikTok, so we're doing this, and then we'll stitch it.
I was going to put it on TikTok.
We'll stitch it and dress like dinosaurs and do it with you.
Oh, that would be
100%.
awesome.
So you got to do it first, and then we'll stitch you. So it's up. It's on you.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the intro over and over again to get the dance.
Perfect. Hey, listen, man, we will always support our first ever Nobel Prize So
you have to put a tiny pause there, though. You can't say Nobel Prize. You got to say no Bell Prize.
No
Bell Prize.
Bell.
Yeah.
And producer Sean, where can the folks find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter at ShaySoldu.
What you eating tonight?
I have some leftover smoked brisket that I smoked for like 28 hours.
Wow, that's some serious mouth drugs.
Yeah,
you were smoking for 28 hours.
And nose.
It was fantastic,
yeah.
and there's a lot of leftovers, so I'll just be like drowning in beef brisket. Yeah.
So Sean,
there are worse ways to go.
Yeah, Sean knows how much I love his cooking, and he had all of our close friends together at his place. Obviously, I'm across the country, and he just made sure to let me know.
He abandoned us when we were 19 and decided to move to Georgia and left us in California. So he gets constant reminders of what he's missing out on.
That's basically he is my Natalie Portman. Yeah, he's my Natalie Portman. Yeah.
What could have been?
That's deep.
Could have been, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you can find me on Twitter at Dan Q Writes Thing. That's Dan Q Writes Thing singular.
Oh baby, it's Tonka Shake.
And Dina, where could if people like our merch and want to buy it, like your cool earrings, where can they go?
DMIWpodcast.com/store.
But as it is right now, we're only offering the earrings to exclusive VIP members who reach out to Dinosaurus D directly on Twitter at Dinosaurus.
Yeah, I have those pictures.
Absolutely. I'm a little worried about what that means. And Sean, where can the folks find my personal website?
That's dumps4dank.com. That's DUMPS4DANQ.com.
Thank you. Perfect. So guys, thank you so much for joining us for another fantastic episode. Sean, we freaking love you. This goes for both Seans. And we're out of here. Jazz hands.
Don't Make It Weird. Hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dinosaurus. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme music by Amaria. You can find the video version of this show on our YouTube channel or the audio-only version wherever you download your podcasts. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and it helps us out a ton. Have a message for Dina or Daniel? Leave us a voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD and we'll listen to it on a future episode. Thanks for making it weird with us, and we'll see you next time.